It is a beautiful afternoon right here in the city of Port Harcourt. My name is Elvis Vitalis, and this is Tepoc TV. And of course, on the segment of the Spotlight Show, we bring you up to speed with the latest happenings around entertainment, and not forgetting bringing you the fast rising artists, spontaneous artists in the landmass of Port Harcourt, ranging from various denominations, sectors. Usually, it used to be the secular artists always coming out to grace screen, but today happens to be a very unique day because we will also be diving into the gospel sector. So today I have with me a very beautiful, ambitious,
Making me blush.
very vocal, intensifying, creative. I can keep going on and on and on and on. But like they used to say, they say charity begins at home. Of course, Tepoc is built in the establishment of supporting kingdom artists. And so that is why today we're going back to giving a hand to all creative. And we're starting with this particular person, this particular creative with me in the building. I have with me beautiful, Favoured. Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
So cute. Your name is
Yeah,
encrusted on your scarf. Is it
yeah.
scarf or beret or
Head woman,
head woman,
actually.
right?
Yeah.
You look so much like you're from the Britain.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's a pleasure having you on the show today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you look good.
Thank you.
You look good. I'm so used to having the secular creatives here
Okay.
seated there and neutral questions, but
Okay.
today seems very very unique because I'm having somebody of a high spirited, virtuous, and very gospel
Thank you.
inclined creative. So everything is probably going to be like a lot more intensifying. Yes, that's the word. So moving forward to the question today. How has your music journey been? How's it been so far?
Okay. I would say God has been helping us. God has been helping us because music is one thing that has been always there, even if we try to run from it. It keeps calling. So we just have
Okay.
to keep doing it for the kingdom.
For the kingdom, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, is this something that when you started, your parents were really, giving in concerns? Because most parents would only want to listen to you if the music you're doing is you do it in church, right? You're
Okay.
always coming out as a minister to minister in church. It goes with this momentum and this pride for parents to be like, that's my child, that's my daughter, that's my
Yeah.
son. He's
Okay.
in church, he's the one ministering today. But when you tell them you want to, raise the bar a bit higher, you want to take it out all outside,
Yeah.
there are some, I feel they feel somewhat insecure or something. So are you in that category of persons that, your parents did not or will not want to let them go into music full time?
No, no, I'm not one of those persons. Actually, from the onset, my parents has been really supportive because they understood my niche. My niche was connecting with the gospel. So even if I try to like leave the track, like when you're running on a race and it seems like you're supposed to be on this spot, but
Yeah.
then you shift a bit. There's this call that keeps coming, and then you just
Mm,
cannot resist it.
mm.
So I have been on that line for some time now, and my parents they don't really have challenge with it, so long as it's the gospel.
Okay, so like how long have you been, pushing this ministry of yours?
Okay, I would say officially 2021. That was when I got inclined with the Rema room.
Okay.
Yeah, the current studio in Port Harcourt right now, that's located at Eliuzu. I think when I met this guy, Gabriel J, that's the owner of the studio, I think I had a shift in my musical career because he helped me understand music better. Most people they do music without understanding, yeah.
Mm.
So he drew my attention more to like the understanding of what music is. So
Okay.
I would say that was when I officially started music. That was 2021 when I released one of my songs. I believe that was the
Mm.
first song I did with Rema Room.
Okay. So, what has really been your challenge in, ensuring that you go ahead in discharging your duties properly? I mean, there's certainly going to be like ups and downs and all of that. So, what has this particular ups and downs of yours been?
Okay, I'd say this part. Okay, my challenge has been, my challenge was balance. Yeah.
Balance. Okay.
So singing is not just the only thing I do. Yeah, I'm
Oh, really?
into, yes,
Okay.
I'm into creative arts that has to do with
Hmm.
painting, crafting, and
Hmm.
drawing. So I actually had challenges in trying to balance this whole thing. So most times I'm like, let me just leave the art thing and then just focus on music, or let me just leave the music and focus on art.
Hmm.
So it's more like each of them is feeding one,
One, right?
right? So if I leave the art, or
You
I
can't fund
might,
your music
yeah,
career.
yeah. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, okay, I'll just do this thing. And another thing that helped my challenging situations was that I spoke to people who
Hmm.
counseled me, like
Okay.
mentors who spoke into my life. And then I had to plan. I realized that I had to plan, following the footsteps of my father in the Lord, Pastor George Izowa.
Okay,
Like,
so it is safe to say that you're an artistic being. I mean,
yeah,
with the combination of going into music and then the art part of you trying to put it
yeah.
down into painting and all of that.
Mm.
So has it been any situation or challenge, has it been any form of confrontation from your parents, your friends, because at some point whenever they get to see a young person who is into gospel trying to preach the gospel to people, if you have some kind of friends, they'll be like, every time this gear, I beg, no one tell us anything about God, no one, do you have you ever been in that kind of situation, and how do you tend to manage the situation at the time?
Okay, first off, it started with the art, the
Okay.
drawing. I had some friends who told me back then that it was something that was not important,
Mm.
and it was not something that was recognized in the country.
Yeah.
And some questioned my decisions about like going into art and why art, and like,
So from the onset, this is you've loved art way back from
yes,
like when you were very little.
yes. But
Mm.
I did not even realize that it will bring me this far. And then
Mm.
talking about the musical
Yeah.
aspects, my parents or my friends they've not had any controversies like pertaining that. My
Mm.
parents have been very, very supportive
Mm.
because they know my niche is the
Mm.
gospel. So they love the gospel. So they don't have any
So at some point, do
confrontations.
you ever feel like you can switch lanes into the secular part? Because we've seen 1,001 times when gospel artists switch lanes into secular. Has there been any time you feel like, are you sure I won't give this a try? Are you sure? So, are you sure I won't do this? I feel like I do better. I can do better than this particular artist in the secular that did this song, right? Have you ever felt like that?
I've not. That's because I've not.
You
I've
don't
not
pay attention
actually.
to
It's
it.
not like I don't pay attention. Yeah. The thing is, when you find your niche, like what draws you, you don't really find any
Any other thing
other.
interesting?
Yes.
Mm.
You're just on this part, and then something you just enjoy doing. Your mind accepts, and it's just you.
Okay, now looking at the gospel
Okay.
industry right here in Port Harcourt, okay, do you feel it's a lot more conducive for creatives like you to spar? Because right here there's little or no support from say government. You only have very few persons who just kind of like what you do, that want to show in support, and to be very honest, the support might not really be enough, right? So do you feel with all of this around, the environment in general is very conducive compared to what it looks like outside? When I mean outside, you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah, I
Lagos,
understand.
some other states and all of that.
Uh, for me, I would say Port Harcourt
Hmm.
is trying.
Okay.
And from what I've noticed, they like people that are a bit unique and different at what they do. So I do believe that if they see that you are this unique kind of person, they'll be willing to assist you, because
Hmm.
now in Port Harcourt, most persons are already tired of hearing the usual thing, saying the usual thing.
Over and over, yeah.
Yeah, so I think they find it's easy and very, very good to support when they see something unique and very vast.
Very
Yeah.
unique and
Yes.
very
So
vast.
I would say Port Harcourt is trying.
All right. So, who is it in Port Harcourt that is a gospel artist that you're looking up to?
That I'm looking up to.
Mm.
Okay. Gabriel G.
Okay, your mentor. Oh my
I
god.
just believe
Okay.
I believe in him.
And if there's anyone in Port Harcourt you'd really want to work with, be creative in both field, both art and the music in particular. So who would you want to give it a shot?
Talking about the
Or he's not
general art or just music.
music or the general art you do. Or you've not
Okay.
really thought about that one. That
I've thought
okay,
about
there
it.
should be
Yeah.
somebody that I might want to,
Okay, I've
work
actually
with or
thought
something.
about it. Prince Emmanuel.
Hmm.
Yeah, because there's a song I wrote, and I think it has a kind of Western vibe, or should I say Afrobeat? Like I've imagined rap inside, and then Sammy Hart, the Psalmists. I think basically these three
Okay,
persons have
the
been on my mind,
psalmist, Sammy Hart, Prince Emmanuel. This is an open call to you guys to
and also
please.
Gabriel J.
Okay, and Gabriel J. This is an open call
Yes.
to you guys to come to the aid of this talent here. It's they say we rise by lifting others, right? So I feel like there's a need to collaborate and see how we
Yeah.
can spread the gospel. It might be like you're making 1,000 converts every day that listens to your song, but with our inputs, maybe you might be making 1,000 converts, right?
Yeah, I
So this is
believe.
more like I've advertised for you. All right. So to wrap it up, to this I want you to give us your word of encouragement to those up and coming gospel artists in churches. There's so many persons that are trying to find their way around this, but they don't know how exactly to go about it. What will be your word of encouragement to such persons?
Okay, I would say just keep doing what you are doing, so long as it's genuine and you believe in God. Surely He will lift you. And then there are most times when we feel like what we do, nobody's seen us. There are actually people watching, but you won't know. So my encouragement for people out there is just keep doing what you do, be you, and also try to pray. One thing about me, people might not know, but I pray a lot in my secret place.
Those.
So. So it's more like
Okay, I get.
pray and then be open to collaborations.
Okay.
Be open to collaborations.
Okay.
And I think in that way. And then another thing, make use of your social media for good.
Not for bad.
Especially with what you do. If you're a musician, push your content out there. I think the social media is also one of the means to advertise yourself. People looking for platform, the social media
Is
is
one
there.
part of it.
Yeah, the social media has been one of my aid, and aside that, collaborations too has helped me a lot.
Hello. All right. So, how have you been so sure that? What was your What was your conviction that doing this is the right thing?
My conviction.
Yes.
Should I say it's natural? The thing is just that I've had people that are already in this thing together with me. Like,
But they all left to doing secular,
it's not
or
like
they totally
left.
just pulled out and probably focus on their businesses.
Not really. It's just like God just surrounded my life with people that are in this line. So even if I try to fall out,
someone gets to put you in.
yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, that's the
beautiful.
thing. And that alone is already a great belief. It's more like everyone is talking to my life every day and they're like, kill your fire, this, that.
Those are your words of encouragement, right?
And then the kind of church I attend, like every Sunday when you go, or every Bible study when you go, like there's always a word that drops that makes it like want to push you. Like my father in the Lord will always say, Pastor George is one, he will say, keep doing what you do when it's working, when it's not working, until it works. So like hearing that word every day,
You
like
tend
it's
to want to put
already
in everything you have to make it work, right?
yes.
So how do you tend to manage those discouraging words? Because it's not everybody that will like what you're doing, if you be very honest. There's some persons that will tell you, oh,
Yeah.
Mog, yeah, this is doing it's whack. Now you do this thing. You know, do way. You know they try you. How you go sing like this? You don't know those. How do you tend to put yourself together? Because I feel this words alone has actually pulled so many persons out of
Yeah.
the music scene. Like it has displaced some persons. So in your situation, how do you tend to manage the situation?
You know that music is therapeutic. You know, art in general is
Yeah, yeah.
therapeutic. So what has basically helped me is my art life. So most times when I'm discouraged, it's either I paint. If I don't paint, I listen to my songs. Or it's just like if I listen to those songs that I've done, like it's like I should not even give up. Like it keeps. It's like I'm inspiring myself. So when I hear myself, I'm like, Jesus, is it this thing I want to give up on? Why? And then coupled with this new production, this Onyedikagi that I did this year, the song Kai, when it dropped there, like I could play that song over and over again, and like like this year I made up my mind to give up on music.
Yeah.
But because of how like the challenges has been like trying to cope and all the rest, but then anytime I just play that song, like everything just recalls. Favor, you are this is that. And then,
Like I can get get 1,000 likes on this, all right? Okay, so before I let you go, right, you're going to do a little task for us. So I'd
okay,
want you to calm down
okay.
and sing me any of your favorite gospel songs, but not yours.
Okay, any of my favorite gospel songs.
And your time starts now.
Okay, should I start from the verse or the chorus?
Your time is ticking now.
Okay, your love is good. Your love is patient. You filled my heart with so much peace and joy. Jesus, you're amazing. You make my life feel brand new. Whoa, you're amazing. I don't know why I'm dancing. You make my life feel brand new. Jesus, you love me too much, oh, too much, oh. Too much excess love.
Oh, all the hairs in my body, call it goosebump, okay? I cannot find any of them again.
Then, sorry, one last one.
Okay.
That was when Mr. GC released this Onyedikagi. Like, when he released that song, it has been one of my favorites, starting from, I think, 2021 or 2022 when he released that song.
Let's have it.
I'm amazed by all you do. I'm amazed you came through for me. Even in my darkest moments, Baba, you lift up my word. I'm amazed by how you care. I'm amazed you're so full of love. You've been good from distant past, and yet you're still doing good. Onyedikagi, tan 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 tan. Onyedikagi, da 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 da. Like that's basically been one of my favorite.
It's almost like you shouldn't stop singing. This could be, a call for you to get a job as someone that does lullabies for kids, right? Oh, it's quite unfortunate that this time we will be drawing the curtain close on the show, the Spotlight Show. Do not worry. All you need to do is follow us on social media at Tepoc Studio, especially on YouTube, so that you can be the number one person to get the next segment. Or better still, turn on your notification. That could help you so that you can follow us up. All right. So right here, are you on social media? You could let us
Okay, yeah,
your
yeah, I
handles. You could let
am.
us know your handles so we can follow you up.
Okay, so on Instagram, favored
Okay.
underscore Abere, Abere. On Facebook, favored Abere. And Twitter, favored Abere. TikTok, favored Abere, aka the Visionary.
Oh,
Thank you so
visionary.
much
Wow.
for having me.
All right, it's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure having you. And of course, to our viewers out there, thank you so much for being a part of this. We cannot wait to have you on the next segment. Feel free to follow us up. And it's a wrap. We love you. Bye.